The Creator's identity is unique, and you should not ascribe to the idea of polytheism. Although the skills and abilities of Satan are greater than those of man, although it can do things that are unattainable by man, regardless of whether you envy or aspire what Satan does, regardless of whether you hate or are disgusted by that, regardless of whether or not you are capable of seeing that, and regardless of how much Satan can achieve, or how many people it can deceive into worshiping and enshrining it, and regardless of how you define it, you cannot possibly say that it has the authority and power of God. You should know that God is God. There is only one God. And moreover, you should know that only God has authority and has the power to control and rule all things. Just because Satan has the ability to deceive people and can impersonate God, can imitate the signs and miracles made by God, and has done similar things as God, you mistakenly believe that God is not unique, that there are many gods, that they merely have greater or lesser skills, and that there are differences in the breadth of the power that they wield. You rank their greatness in the order of their arrival and according to their age, and you wrongly believe that there are other deities apart from God, and think that the power and authority of God are not unique. If you have such ideas, if you do not recognize the uniqueness of God, do not believe that only God is possessed of authority, and if you only ascribe to polytheism, then I say that you are the scum of the creatures. You are the true embodiment of Satan, and you are an absolute person of evil. Do you understand what I'm trying to teach you by saying these words? No matter what the time, place, or your background, you must not confuse God with any other person, thing, or object. Regardless of how unknowable and unapproachable you feel the authority of God and substance of God Himself is, regardless of how much the deeds and words of Satan agree with your conception and imagination, regardless of how satisfying they are to you, do not be foolish. Do not confuse these concepts. Do not deny the existence of God. Do not deny the identity and status of God. Do not push God out the door and bring in Satan to replace the God within your heart and be your God. I have no doubt that you are capable of imagining the consequences of doing so.